Chapter Chapter 7, The Necklace, NCERT 10th English. Loisel, already half undressed, asked, "What is the matter?" She turned towards him exactly. I no longer have a Madame Forester's necklace." Loisel, already half undressed, asked, "What is the matter?" Then she returned towards him exactly. I have, no longer have Madame Forester's necklace." He arose in a dismay. Dismay means shock. "Then what? How is it that it is not possible?" And they looked in the folds of the dress, in the fold of the cloak, in a pocket, everywhere. They could not find it. When she said, "I lost that necklace," on that time he became very shocked. "What? How that?" he said. "It is possible. It is possible here." Then they looked it in the folds of the dress. Everywhere he found it. But that necklace not found. He asked, "You are sure you still had it when we left the minister's house?" He asked her, "Did you remind that still had when we left that minister house?" Then, Yes, I felt it as we came out. But if you had lost it in the street, we should have heard it fall. It must be in the cab. Yes, it is possible. Did you take the number? No. And you notice what is? No. They looked at each other utterly cast down. Finally, Lois addressed of himself again. "Yes, I felt it was we came out, but if you had lost it in the street." They are discussing it is trace on that and remind it where you lost it. If I think that it's lost on the street, we should have heard it fall. Then it must be in the cab. Just they discuss about it. It must be we lost in that cab. Yes, it is possible. Did you take the number? Then she said, "Yes, it is possible." Then, "Did you take the number?" "No." "And you? Did you notice what is it was?" "No." They are discussing like this. They looked at each other, utterly cast down, and both are looking each other. Then finally, Alosil dressed himself again. Then finally he dressed himself again. "I'm going," he said, "over the trek and where we went on foot to see if I can find it." He just say, I will look it, I will find it. Then for that intention he go out and he found tried to find at the necklace on the street. Then went on the foot, then see if I can find it. And he went. She remained in her then evening gowns, and not having the force to go to the bed. She tried to remind where we lost it, that the necklace, and having the force to go to the bed. Towards 7 o'clock, her husband returned. He had found nothing. At 7 o'clock, her husband returned at the home, and he had found nothing. He went to the police and the cab offices and put an advertisement in the newspaper offering rewards. He went in police station, then he went in a cab office, and after that he gave the advertisement in the newspaper offering reward. She waited all day in a state of the bewilderment, and before this the frightful disaster. Loisel's return in the evening, his face pale, he had discovered nothing. She waited all day in a state of the bewilderment and bewilderments, then the confused. Before this, the frightened full disaster. Loisel returned in the evening. His face pale. He had discovered nothing. He became very unhappy. His face is become nervous. Then he had discovered anything, nothing. Then he said, "Write to your friend." that you have broken the clasp of the necklace and that you will have it repaired. That will give us time, she wrote as he dictated. He said, write to your friend and that you have broken the clasp of the necklace and that you will have it repaired. Then what will give us time? She wrote as he had taken. They are discussing, just you tell to your friend it is a broken, then we should be get that some time for that the repair. Then we will be go after will be returned to after some time. Then he just conveyed to her. Then at the end of week, they had lost all hope. At the end of the week, they had lost all hope, and Lucille, older by 5 years, declared, "We must replace this jewel." And Lucille, older by 5 years, declared that we must replace this the jewel. In the shop of the Palace Royal, they found a chaplet of the diamonds which seems to have them exactly like the one they had lost. Then they visit one palace of the royal. They found that the chaplet, that the diamond, the duplicate diamond, they want to find it, and they exactly like the one they had lost it. They try to buy it. It was the valued at the 40,000 francs. That is the price of that necklace. It is a 40,000 francs, and they could get it for a 36,000, and that is approximately it's a near about it is get the 36,000. Lucille post and the 18,000 francs. Posil 18,000 francs is that, and which his father had left him. That is the 18,000. They have it. That amount is his they have only 18,000. Then which his father had left him. He borrowed the rest. Rest of amount they borrowed on the rest. Then they made up the winners. A promisist took the money from the unreserves and the whole rest of the lender. Then he went to get the new of the necklace and depositing of the merchant a quote 36,000 francs. Then they deposit some amount and that it buy a new one. Then that is 6,000 francs. Then when the man means Madame Losels took back the jewels of the two Madame Forestiers, the latter said to her in the proudest tone, "You should have returned them to me sooner." She tried to say, "Why you late to return me this necklace? Because I want to go anywhere. So for that time I want to wear it. Then, for I might have needed them. It is a need to me." Madame Forestier did not open the jewel box as Madame Lucille feared she would. Madame Forrester did not open that the jewel box, and Madame Lucille feared she would. What would she think of if she should expensive then the substitution? Then what should she say? Would she take her for a robber? Madame Forrester did not open that the jewel box, and what would she think about it if should receives and the substitutions, and that if you she received the substitutions, that is another one duplicate one, that is the same like that another necklace she received, that what she think about it? She think like this. What should she say? Would she take her for the robber? Madame Lucille's now named the horrible life of the necessity. Then she did not part, however, completely and heroically. It was necessary to pay this frightful debt. She would pay it. They sent away the men. They changed their the long. They tainted some rooms in at attic. Due to that the necklace, she changed herself, she changed her life, because they give a lot of amount for purchasing that the necklace, expensive necklace. They change their the life, they change their the living style. Then they they lived in a room of the attics and somewhere. She she learned the odix work for the kitchen. Then She washed the dishes. She washed a soiled line. Then there the clothes and the dishcloths, which 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 the she hung on the line to dry. She took the down and refused to the street each morning and the brought up the water, stopping at the each landings of the catch her breath. And clothes like the woman in the people, she went to the grocer, then the butchers, and then the fruiters with, with her basket on the arm and shopping, then hanging to the last so for her miserable money. She learned a lot of things from this the work. She washed the dishes, she washed the soul, then the lines of there, the clothes and the dash clothes. She a lot of days away. She was very busy with a different type of the work. She changed herself. She changed herself, changed her life between that the during that the 10 years of that necklace cost. Then street each morning, then they brought up the water, then stopping each, the landing, the catch, the her braids. Then she clothes the like the woman, like the people. She went the grocers and butchers and the fruiters went to her the basket on her arm. It's a lot of she do did a lot of work between that those days and shopping the handling of the last of, and she saved some amount from that the shopping, from that the her daily work, then her miserable money she save it something.